Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another Wild Rift video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys a new Gragas build, and I'm pretty sure this one is going to be broken. I talked about a similar build like this before. Like, I have a Gragas video before where I basically modified my old Gragas build with this item right here, guys. And oh my god, it is good. It is insanely powerful on Gragas. So let me tell you about it. There's timestamps in the description to skip to the gameplay. Now let's talk about how to build this new Gragas build. This one is very interesting. I'm telling you, this one video in particular is incredibly interesting because it's like I've never really played with a Winter's approach, right? Like, I've never really played with it, but now I do. And let me show you how to build it. So you start with a Rod of Ages. This one is going to be the only damage that you need. So you first, I actually talk about which abilities to upgrade during the game, never mind. So you start with a Rod of Ages. This one is going to give you a lot of ability power, health, max mana in the late game. And then you know what the beauty really is of Rod of Ages? It not only gives you damage, Winter's Approach, which gets into a Fimbulwinter. Let me show you the passive real quick for the people that don't understand the passive. Blah 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 grants bonus health equal to 8% of max mana. That's the first thing, okay? And then Rod of Ages is going to be giving you bonus mana. It gives you like 400 extra mana. So if you take 8% of that, that's a lot of extra health for free, really. And then the other important thing, this is what makes the item so incredibly powerful. Immobilizing or slowing an enemy champion consumes 3% of your current mana. When you play Gragas with this build in particular, in the late game you're going to have between 2000 and 2500 mana. And 3% of that, it says consumes 3% of current mana, grants a shield for 3 seconds. That's a lot of shielding again. And then the shield, it is even increased by 80% if there's more than one enemy nearby. So during a team fight, you're going to be getting a shield of like 500-600 health every 8 seconds. And Gragas constantly utilizes this because his first ability slows, his third ability is a knock up, and his ultimate is a knockback. So you have 3 abilities to proc your Winter's Approach. So or Fimbulwinter, Winter's Approach, whatever it is, you can constantly utilize this item. And I found that it is really powerful. It is really strong. Like, Gragas is truly the perfect champion for this item, really. And then as your third item, it's situational. But one item that I love in particular on Gragas, you know what's funny? I never see it, but I always build it. And I stick to it because it works super well for me, which is the Iceborne Gauntlet. As I said, I never see it. I never see it on Gragas players. I don't know why. It is the absolute perfect Gragas item because when you engage and then smash, your second ability on the enemy, you will create an icy area so the enemy just can't escape. And you know what's so amazing about all of this? Winter's Approach and Iceborne Gauntlet give you a lot of ability haste, and then you go for the Ionian Boots as well, and you go for Hunter Genius. So you can spam your abilities, and what Iceborne Gauntlet allows you to do, it buys you time because it creates an icy area for like 2 seconds or something, which slows the enemy. So it buys you a lot of time to get your abilities back and use them again. And then yet again slowing the enemy by the Iceborne Gauntlet. And to top it off, it gives you bonus damage as well. It's basically like a Lich Bane for tanks, right? Like, you guys know the item Lich Bane? Basically, Iceborne Gauntlet is your Lich Bane, but it makes you super tanky. Obviously, it doesn't do as much damage, obviously, but it does a lot of damage. Like, it does a lot of damage and it slows the enemy by a lot. And then as your fourth and fifth item, completely situational. Like, what am I supposed to say? Completely situational. Whatever you need. Frozen Heart, Force of Nature, Randuin's Omen, Thornmail, Spirit Visage, Warmog, no, not an Abyssal Mask, That Man's Blade, whatever you need. Like, I'm not gonna tell you what you should go. An interesting item that you could go for if you're snowballing and the enemy has a tanky composition. So if you're snowballing and if the enemy has a tanky composition, boom, Liandry's. You go for a Liandry's as your fourth or fifth item. Reason that this is a perfect item for this tanky build is because nearly all of your abilities do some sort of slowing or knock-up effect. So what's gonna happen, this damage doubles if they are slowed or immobilized. You're gonna be doubling this percentage health damage. So if you're against a tank, you're gonna be dealing 2% of their health as bonus damage over the next 3 seconds. I forgot to turn the away thing on, sorry. For your boots, you go for Ionian Boots, as I said. You can go for Plated Steel Caps or Mercury Threads if you feel like you need it in a game. you know, of course. But I really love Ionian Boots on Gragas, especially combined with the Winter's approach. And the Iceborne Gauntlet, it's just so amazing for you to spam your abilities with these items. After that, you go for the Stoneplate. You can go for a Protobot if you want to take a bit more of an aggressive approach. Stoneplate is a bit safer though, because Stoneplate, it makes you super tanky. And let's see. For your runes, you actually run Aftershock, not an Electrocute or Grasp of the Undying. This is jungle Gragas, by the way, so never play Grasp of the Undying in the jungle. Just a quick tip for you guys. Electrocute is not worth it because you don't have that much ability power. Like the whole point of this build is making you super tanky. You still deal a lot of damage, but then the Aftershock is perfect for Gragas because the cooldown is very low and it gives you a lot of defense, etc. Right? It's really, really nice. For your second rune, you go for Brutal. The way that Smite got changed is magic, like you still deal bonus magic damage to jungle camps, but not bonus attack damage anymore. So that makes Brutal a better rune for ability power champions because the 14 ability power adds to your magic damage, and then Smite makes it even stronger against jungle camps. This significantly makes your jungle clear faster. So as a jungle Gragas, you always run Brutal. For your fourth rune, it's situational. Whatever you need. Hunter Titan is pretty much always good, but like, whatever you need, really. If you don't know what to go for, just pick the Hunter Titan. It's always a good rune. For your fourth rune, you go for Hunter Genius. This one is absolutely perfect. They also buffed it. It gives you 3 ability haste per stack now, instead of 2.5. Really, really amazing rune for Gragas. So for your spells, of course, you go for a Flash and a Smite. So enough about the build. Let's now get into the gameplay. Alright, on to the gameplay. Oh wait, I have to pick winners for the skin giveaway tomorrow. I'm giving away 8 legendary skins this month yet again. And I'm gonna be picking winners. I don't know if I'm gonna do it tomorrow because I have a lot of casting work to do. By the way, if you want to see me cast, when the video goes live, I believe the show of Europe is gonna go live 2 hours after this video goes live. You can check it out on Twitch. It's WREC and then the lowercase and then EN. WREC and then the lower thingy and then EN. But okay, let's now focus on the game. So I'm playing Gragas, and when you play... Oh, wait, let me just fix my screen. When you play jungle Gragas, like... I want to say one thing though. Jungle Gragas is much stronger than people think. Much, much, much stronger. I've always seen the power of this champion, but I feel like most people don't. Because the thing is, for some reason, I never see a jungle Gragas. Why does no one play this champion? Because he's so powerful. He's an S tier jungler. He's at least an S tier jungler. Like, I was even thinking about putting him in S plus tier. Oh, I will make a tier list soon, by the way. Tier list will be coming tomorrow, so don't worry about that. I want to ask something to you guys, by the way. How badly do you want to see a Tristana video? That's a bit of a serious question, because... like, it would take me some effort to make a Tristana video, but I feel like Tristana is somewhat viable this patch. So I want to ask you guys, how badly do you want to see a Tristana video? You know what? Let's make it simple. You know, I always read the comments, so you can tell me in the comments. But then also, if this video reaches 1,500 likes, which is a lot of likes, I'll guarantee you that I'll make a Tristana video within 2 weeks. Okay, I'm saying 2 weeks here because I don't know how much time I need. I've played some Tristana, but as I said, like, I'm not gonna make false promises to you guys. I still remember the Irelia promise that I've made. I'm so sorry. And the Rangar one. Like, I haven't forgotten. I haven't forgotten. But these champions, I don't know. I just haven't put my eyes on them yet. I don't know. Maybe I really should. But this one is gonna be about Tristana first. This one's going to be at Tristana first. But yeah, AP Gragas. Let's actually focus on the subject of the video. So what I was trying in this game... So you start with a Rod of Ages. But what I was trying is getting a Sapphire Crystal before finishing the Rod of Ages. And the thing about this is... you're going to be delaying your Rod of Ages. But you're going to be getting the Winter's approach a bit faster. Now, is it worth it? I would say no. After testing... I would definitely say that it's not worth going for the Sapphire Crystal, because sure, you get the Winter's approach a bit faster, but it's not that much faster. Here I'm trying to save him with my ultimate. He actually went, I would have saved him, but then he decided to ult back in for some reason. I don't know why he would waste his ultimate like that, but what I was saying is, I wouldn't say it's worth it. Just finish your Rod of Ages, and then go for the Fimbulwinter. Then go for it. Like, That's definitely what I would do after playing a lot of games of Gragas, and you know, with this build, that would be the best approach, because you really want to get the Rod of Ages as fast as you can. And the thing is, Sapphire Crystal only gives you 5 bonus mana, or 5 stacks basically, and when you get the Fimbulwinter, not the Fimble, the Winter's Approach, it gives you 12 stacks, so it's like significantly faster, right? So that is why it's not really worth it. Like, of course it's great. Like right now you can see I have 80 stacks already, and it's gonna be like 200, 250 when I finish my Rod of Ages. But as I said, I would really say that it's not worth it. It's just not worth delaying your Rod of Ages. It's not wrong though. I would just say it's not worth it. That's it. I'm ganking him here because he just got killed, so I want to kind of help him out in lane. Let's see what happens. It should be a free kill. Yeah, that's a free kill. Like Gragas early game, even though you go for a Rod of Ages, you still deal significant damage. Like as you can see, I'm dealing a lot of damage. And then the beauty is, with an Aftershock, you're so tanky. That's the real beauty about this Gragas build. With the Aftershock rune as well, you're so damn tanky. It's just like everything really feels perfect with this build. This truly feels like the perfect Gragas build. Like, you know, full AP Gragas is all nice. We all know how good it is. But then there's also other sides to Gragas that are like just as good, or maybe even better than the full AP Gragas approach. That's the real beauty of this champion. But people just don't know it yet. People don't seem to know it. Even though I made one video already about tank Gragas, which really showcased how strong it is. He's even stronger now, guys. He's literally even stronger. Like, he skills harder into the late game. You know, his early game is still the same as before, which is okay. Like, it's not amazing. It's like, you can see it's just okay. Here I was a bit confused, but then I saw that a random Shen teleported in, so I of course instantly engaged in. I was running away because Twisted Fate was obviously dead, but then I saw that Shen was teleporting in, so I came back. We can make sure that we take this farm. I can just keep her away from it. There we go. Easy steal. And now I can get my Rod of Ages. Yeah, if I would have backputted that, I would have died. Yeah, we need to run away. There's no reason to take a fight anymore. Let me tell you why we shouldn't take a fight anymore. Even though, well, he's going a little far. Yeah, he's going a bit too far. But let me tell you the general reason why we shouldn't have taken a fight. Because if he didn't go too far, there's no reason for us to take a big fight anymore. Because I don't have items. Even though it seems like we're snowballing hard, I don't have items right now. I'm still stuck on my items that I got at like 2 minutes into the game. So it's not worth it to fight right now. Enemies are just gonna be stronger than us. So I just need to go back, get my Rod of Ages so I can stack it up. As you can see, I do have 235 stacks, which is good. Like, in this case, it was actually worth it. It was actually worth to go for the Sapphire Crystal. But in general, I would say not. Just finish your Rod of Ages fast and it's gonna be better in like very general cases. So right now I got my Rod of Ages. The first ability that you fully want to upgrade is your first ability. Then you take your second ability, not your third ability. Reason is, your second ability makes you tankier. It makes you tankier, and to have it up more available and combine it with your existing tankiness already, like, it really continues to add to your tankiness. You're just so damn tanky, enemies just can't kill you, and then you deal so much damage as well. Like, now with the Rod of Ages, you can clearly see I'm actually dealing damage too. Like, I'm dealing damage. It's not that much because I haven't stacked the Rod of Ages yet. But once you stack the Rod of Ages, you know, to like 120 ability power, you're not only going to be a formidable threat in the front line, you're also going to be a formidable threat in the enemy back line because you're going to be destroying their squishies. Like, it feels like Gragas has an overtuned kit. It honestly feels like he's a bit overtuned, as in he just deals too much damage. It really feels like he deals too much damage. So let's take a look at what happens here. We're gonna be fighting. I got my Rod of Ages yet again. It's not stacked up too much yet, so I'm not that powerful, but Gragas is so strong that it doesn't really matter. You can still fight. We'll have to be a bit careful here. Yeah, I have to ult them away, unfortunately. It seems like we may lose this dragon. I mean, the thing about Gragas is you can just... He should be dead, right? Never mind. Tristana dealing so much damage. Oh my god. Yeah, she's gonna pose a problem for us because the later we get into the game, the stronger Tristana will get. I'll get a lot of armor anyways. I'm going back in here because of that beautiful Ezreal ultimate, by the way. Like, I can just stop them from doing the dragon, I would say. So let's see with my first ability. Oh, Twisted Fate. That's my Twisted Fate. Oh! Ooh, I got it. I wanted to kill off the Evelyn as fast as I could, but she was actually able to smite the dragon real quick. She nearly got it, but then I still got it. That was pretty amazing. Wow. That was close. So yeah, in this game I went for the plates too. Caps, it seems. Oh, because the enemy has a lot of attack damage. The only ability power champion is Evelyn. And the thing about Gragas is, you know what the thing is about Gragas, guys? He absolutely hard counters these melee ability power champions like Evelyn, like Akali, like Katarina. He absolutely hard counters them. The reason is his second ability. That's the whole reason, really. Because your second ability makes you super tanky. And these mage assassins are all about like pretty much one-shotting you. So when you use the second ability, you're going to be able to tank up, you're going to be able to soak up a lot of damage, and especially combined with your tanky build. And then especially combined with the Winter's approach as well, when it upgrades into a Fimbulwinter, you are going to become unkillable. You will see, like just watch this till the late game. You will see how tanky it makes me. You will see how tanky it makes the Fimbulwinter, how tanky it's gonna be making me. It actually saved my ass a few times in this game. That's how strong it is. Like, if I didn't have the item, I would have just straight up died. But because I had the item, I survived. You'll see, you'll see. You need to upgrade it to the Fimbulwinter though, which takes some time, as you can see. This is pretty much an all-scaling build, right? You go for the Rod of Ages and the Fimbulwinter, which are both late-game items. So you do kind of have to be careful early game to not do too much. Like, as you saw in this game, I stole my Rift Herald, that's sad. But as you saw in this game, I haven't really played that aggressive. You know, you guys know my playstyle in general, right? When I play junglers, I like to gank, everything like that. I have done ganking, but not too much. And you saw in the early game as well, I didn't go for the dragon, I just went for the Rift Herald. I took the first Rift Herald, and I was like, fine, if the enemy takes the dragon, I'm fine with it. Reason is, because I just didn't want to fight, because I'm going for a late game build. I got the Fimbulwinter now, by the way. I fully got my stacks of the Fimbulwinter, and I have it now. So you have to pay close attention to the constant shielding that I'm going to be getting during teamfights. You have to pay attention to that. Just look at my health. I'll show you, like when it happens, I'll show you. So you can actually see what this item does. Because it's insane. It's insanely good, actually. I never thought that this item would be this good after the buff. I know that the change made the item better, because slowing the enemy also activates the item now, but I didn't know it was this strong. Because it's really strong, it's insanely strong. And then what's even stronger is your cooldowns. As you can see, my second ability is on a 4-second cooldown. My second ability is literally on a 4-second cooldown. So you can spam that as well. Then you have an aftershock as well. You're like unkillable, unkillable. You're literally unkillable. Let's take a look. Look at the shielding. You saw that? It happened. It gave me a huge barrier right there. It's gonna happen again. If I immobilize an enemy again, it happens again. Because the cooldown is only 8 seconds. The shield is just so you guys know, the shield is like nearly as strong as the Starix gauge. It's not as strong, of course. I would say it's like 50% of the Starix gauge. But you have to keep in mind, Starix gauge is on like a minute cooldown or something. Fimbulwinter is on like an 8-second cooldown. Here, there you go. I got the shield again. You see, I got it again. They went through my shield. And now because of the Fimbulwinter, I survived. Look. This is like I survived because of the Fimbulwinter. This is already the first case where I literally survived because of the item. I survived because of it. And I used it when there were multiple enemies around. So the shield got buffed by another 80%. Huge. Absolutely huge. Here we go. You'll see it again here. You'll see it again. Look at my health. Just look at my health. Look at my health. Boom. That's the shield. You see? You saw that? Now we're counting down. We're counting down. We're counting down. Boom. Another shield. You see? This is what I'm talking about. This is the item. This is every 8 seconds. Every single 8 seconds. Boom. You got a shield. You got a huge shield. It blocks out so much damage. Like in these longer fights, it's so damn powerful. It's just so powerful. Why? Like, I should have made this video earlier. I mean, I know the patch has only been out for like a week or something, but I should have seen this earlier. This item is insane. Yeah, now I can actually fight for the dragon. بس ورا فيديو يعني لا مشكلة عاد ادخلها. لا مشكلة ده يعني. فطرت؟ لا ممكن نلعب بس مش عارف نشاي منك اوكي؟ انا باخذ خمدي خينا. اكو بدي خبيتها اكسترا اوكي؟ اخذت بس باخذ لك خن رابع. اخذت بس. ايوه انا بخلصن اوفر 5 minutes هذاك مني 5 minutes yeah 5 minutes 7 minutes okay alright guys back to the video. Sorry I was talking to my father. I don't know what happened here. We got kills. Sorry I didn't see what happened, but I think I remember that I just killed the Evelyn here. You see that shielding again, by the way? You see that constant shielding? Isn't it kind of broken? Here, there again, a shield. You see, I'm diving the turret. I'm getting a shield again. I'm diving the turret here. The reason that I can do this is because I have stone plate enchant. I'm not afraid. Like, when you use the stone plate, you can just tank up turret shots like it's nothing. So I went under the turret. We just killed the Tristana for free, basically. So that's why I did it. Boom, another shield. Boom, you see. But yeah, when you have the stone plate enchant, it changes the game as well. It allows you to turret dive like a maniac. Like you basically become Mundo 2.0. You can just turret dive without caring about anything. And you have the abilities to do it as well. So here again, we're going for it. There we go. Again, Iceborne Gauntlet procs Winter's approach as well, by the way, guys. Iceborne Gauntlet does it too. Now I wonder how good Winter's approach is going to be on Singed, because you're constantly slowing the enemies, so you're literally going to be proccing the item every single 8 seconds. Maybe that's another video idea then actually. Winter's approach Singed. Interesting. I'm going to be tanking the turret here again, because yet again I have stone plate, as you can see. I'm just tanking it for my team, so my team can do whatever they would like. Boom! Didn't even give him a chance to ult right there, by the way. Yeah, as you can see, like absolutely no chance for the enemies to win. And we even got legendary. Yeah, GG indeed. That was a steamroll. That was amazing. So let's actually see how much damage I did and how much I tanked. I think I tanked a lot of damage. Really think I tanked a lot of damage. MVP, of course. Look, I dealt nearly the most damage and I tanked a lot of damage as well. So thank you so much for watching, and yeah, I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.